Welcome everybody to the Mighty Misfit Menagerie. We're going to be doing Chronicles of Darkness today, and I forgot to do the thing. So guys, go ahead and do the thing.
Cast.
You always complain you don't get a good one, and then you never let us do it.
I know, because I forget. They wrote me a script, and I just never use it.
Rio shoots himself in the foot and complains about the pain and blood.
Yeah. No, I'm like that Eric Andre meme where I'm shooting. I'm like, why would they do that? But yeah, so welcome. We're going to be doing probably an hour and a half of actually the Innocence campaign, as Helena's about to tell us why.
So we come in. Jack is getting attacked by Mr. Shivers, which, as we know, not a good foe. Oh my God, that rhymed. Anyway.
So much rhyming tonight.
So he's like, rip the gates. I'm going into the shadow realm. Bye-bye. And he escaped. And then then us, we're in the car. We grab Owen's body because he passed out. And we're like, okay, let's go back to the annex. We got to get Chloe somewhere safe. So we go there. Ruby checks in Chloe, gets her in like a little hospital room so she's safe and is going to stay with her. And then Ruby's like, also like, oh, where did Jack go? He seems like he's not in a good space. Ring, ring. And then I talk to him in the shadow realm. I don't know the details of how I do that again, but
It's your pack awareness. It's a gift that you were given by the spirits.
I knew the thing I had worked so hard for, and it really paid off. So I'm like, hey, here's the directions to get out of there. And then he does. So he comes back to the apartment. But first, Clay and Dell are like, what do we do about Owen? And Dell's like, I could do something. And Clay's like, no, I have to do it. He's my brother. And so he goes into the dream. And which was okay. And then he's like, whoa, this is weird. There's a bunch of trees. There's like this fog. I'm wandering around. Whoa, there's a child, Owen, crying. What? And then there's a creepy man who's like, woo, with these long fingers, and he touches him and says some stuff to him, and then they walk away. Then he finds an adult Owen who's also crying. He's like, dude, I want to help you. And Owen's like, I don't believe you're you. Go away. And then a bunch of copies pop up, and and then Clay's like, oh no, now I gotta hurt some things. So he gets out an iron weapon in a fairy dreamland, and so gets ejected from the dream. Oopsie. Then he tries again. This time he goes into Jack's mind. What? Talks to Britannica. I feel like I'm being really obnoxious. I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
Halfway through. So then Britannica talks to him for a bit. He's like, hey, please tell the others I like them. I'm like, I like you guys. So that was nice. Then Clay goes, okay, try number 3. Boom. Paradox monster attacks us, but he does end up in Owen's dream this time, at least. So that's good. Then he fights some more. Owen's like, whoa, these ones are turning into leaves, but this one bleeds. So maybe that's the real one. So then they have like a nice heart-to-heart, sort of. And then
Sort of.
Kind of.
And then they come out of the dream. I'm not there. Ruby was gone the whole episode, but everybody else dispatched the paradox monster. Dell's a little crazy now, sadly.
Welcome to Rook's life. Both Rook and Raga spent several episodes completely out of it.
Yep. And then we were like, whoa. And okay. So then we're like, whoa, okay. We're feeling okay. We're going to take a breath. And then boom, the old memories descend upon us again. And so now we're back into our 9-year-old self. Jack is 7 and alive. What? And also Chad is there. Hey. And then we're in a van and we're like leaving the city because there was an explosion and we are like been separated from our parents and we're like scared. And then we pick up a 5-year-old, Dell. Hello. And then just as we're trying to like escape, Chad falls out, breaks his neck, and we see Whispering Pines Boarding School.
Dun dun dun.
We might have done Rhyme of the Frost Maiden earlier, but that recap was Rhyme of the Boss Maiden.
Hey, Mark, how do I mute Coulter again?
Yeah, how do I leave Zoom?
I got it, guys.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're welcome.
oh, that's gonna mess up. That's gonna mess up the video editing.
It really is.
That messes up the video editing really badly. Oh,
It's okay. Coulter will fix himself.
Oh, you're muted, Coulter. Or we can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
yeah.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Anyway, so you have Dell, your 5-year-old child. You were living with your parents, and then they died mysteriously. You were living with your grandparents, and now you've been kidnapped and thrown in a van with a bunch of other children. The rest of you know what happened to you. Your town is gone. Everyone you know and love was consumed by Mrs. Tregardas, and now you're outside of a boarding school, and your friend just died.
I'm going to immediately attack any adult that is in my vicinity.
Okay.
I'm kind of hungry. I want that peanut butter sandwich that Graham was making.
I will immediately cower in the corner.
I go check on Owen.
Yeah.
So from you hear the doors of the cab of this kind of like U-Haul truck slam close, and you hear footsteps coming around behind, and then all of you make a strength saving throw. Not strength saving, it's just a straight strength.
Oh, so weak.
Jack, you can add your telekinesis dot.
Thank you, because I think I'm probably one of the weaker ones in the group.
One success for me.
One success from me.
4.
One. Huh?
I got 3 10s.
0, even with your telekinesis dots, 0. So you feel like gravity is just increased in the back of the truck as all of you are slammed to the ground with telekinetic force, except for Hank, who is like,
Never.
Wily one.
I'm a little bastard, so.
As 2 men walk to the back of the truck, one is wearing a ski mask, the other one has kind of pulled it up over his face, and he's an attractive kind of like 30s aged, and he looks at you, Clay, and goes, huh. And he kind of walks over to Chad and kicks him a little.
Why are you being mean? Don't hit him.
I'm sorry. Who said you could speak?
Who said I can't?
Oh, don't speak. Sorry, I'm not used to working with children.
Where are you taking us?
Your new home.
But why?
You specifically, I chose because of those shenanigans back at that little summer camp. The rest of the children are here for different reasons. The other guy goes, will you shut up? And he kind of like starts zip tying Ruby's arms behind her back.
Can I spit at him?
Yes.
I do that.
He has been spit upon.
Fucking bite him. I would also like to try that.
You can't really get your jaw open. You're being pulled down.
Okay.
I am hysterical, screaming and crying, and that upset tantrum that kids grow out of at some point. I still have that as a 5-year-old, so I'm screaming bloody murder.
So the second man, kind of like in the ski mask, walks over to Dell and tases him
Oh,
so that he passes out.
I would try to kick him or something. I'm not gonna lie.
Go for it. He's got a
Would.
defense. He's got a defense of 8 against the child.
Yeah. What do I do? Do I even roll anything?
It's brawl plus strength.
I mean, I've got 2, so that's negative dice.
It's still a chance die.
Ugh.
wow.
Get him. Get him.
I got an 8.
Okay, so you reach out and do one bashing to this guy's his nose. You give him a bloody nose, and he's like, "Ah!" and then he tases you.
Oh,
Oh no!
He flips Dell over, zip ties him, flips Clay over, zip ties him, and then he starts moving towards Clay. I think the rest of them should be fine. You can stop, and it immediately stops the telekinetic push.
attack.
Yeah, I'll try and kick him.
All right,
Fight.
make an attack roll. At this point, he has defense 7 against the first person to attack him, and then defense 6 for the second one.
I got a 2 there on my little chance die, so it doesn't hit him.
5 dice.
Minus
Oh, the
Helena.
8 you said?
minus 7 for you, yeah.
7? Okay. So again, just a chance die. And no, I'm not so good.
Okay.
I just
So
wanted
you've-
to be tased too.
Okay, you get tased.
Just want to be.
Okay.
Oh Lord, this is scary.
For those of you who aren't tased and unconscious, you are eventually brought into what looks like a pretty normal, like old Victorian mansion that's been converted into a school. Think of like, the X mansion or something like that, where like it's very obviously used to be a home, but they kind of lead you through what would be the end of the original house, and it's now more kind of like medical and like more sterile, as they've built onto the back of it. And they take you to Ruby. You get put in one room, the 3 brothers get put in one room, and then Dell, you get thrown in there as well because the guy's pissed off about his nose being broken.
Am I awake at this point?
So those of you who didn't get tased are awake. The rest of you are still unconscious.
So is that just me and Dell that didn't get tased?
You
Yeah,
and
Okay.
and Clay.
Wait, Clay or Owen?
Wait.
Owen, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
With Clay, I'm trying to not say Solomon because he's not Solomon right now, and so that makes my brain think, oh, the other one must be Clay then, and that's not the case.
Jack, do you think Clay's okay?
I mean, he's breathing, so that's a good sign.
You can still feel his brain too, so.
I should have done something, but I was just,
It's
I
okay.
don't know
I
if I
tried.
can see it.
I tried to do something. It didn't really work. So, I mean, maybe you can try something now. Can you open the door or anything?
Is there anything, what's in the room with us?
It's like 2 bunk beds and like a little desk. There's no toilet in here, so.
We'd have to break the beds. I don't know if we can do that.
There's also no handle on the door. It looks like it hermetically seals itself using electronics.
I don't know if I can hit it hard enough. And there's nothing to hit it with.
Okay. That guy with the ski mask, he did the same thing that you do, right?
Oh, that was the guy who had removed his ski mask.
The guy without the ski mask did the same thing that you do, right?
It felt like something like that, but bigger. And I couldn't do that. That was really big.
I'm scared, Jack. I'm scared.
That's Clay's the not scared one.
Mhm.
And with that, you guys, all the tased ones, wake up.
Oh, that
Hey,
sucks.
Jack, Owen, can I hear them?
No,
At all?
you're in a room by yourself.
Well, and I can't hear out, and they can't hear me shouting. Oh
No, they're hermetically sealed.
this is
So
scary.
wait, I'm sorry. Who's all by themselves?
Just Ruby.
Me.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Where's
frantically
Ruby?
shouting and banging on the walls.
Ruby, from your room, you hear a small voice going, "They can't hear you. These are the quiet rooms." And there's a little girl sitting on one of the top bunks.
Who are you? What's your name? Oh my God, what are we doing here?
Please don't yell. It's so loud. My name is Flora.
Oh, sorry. It's really hard for me to not yell right now.
I understand.
How long have you been here? Are you from insert town name?
Monticello.
Thank you. Monticello.
I don't remember where I'm from. I was here so long.
What happens to us? Do we ever get out of this room? Who takes care of you?
As you watch, black, charred skin starts to grow through all of her. Like, she basically starts turning into a charcoal brisket in front of you as she opens up her mouth and says, "Don't get marked!" And then she just like bursts into flame and then is gone.
Well, I
What are the boys
continue
doing?
yelling.
Our room is empty.
Your room is just you guys.
And Dell's there as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Dell is just crying, probably.
Waking up, trying to gather myself, and I'm just crying.
I'll probably go over and like put my arms over Dell and try and console them.
I definitely lean into it.
Jack started as a super fragile kid that has had a lot of shit done to him. And I think that I'm starting to blank out some of the things that I can't handle. So I am going to use what I do have left, which was creativity, and just keep trying to figure out something in this room that I can throw at somebody. So I'm just gonna like try and see if anything that's attached to the wall is loose, or if there's any drawers that I can dig through. Like, I'm just gonna try to find something that's throwable.
The drawers themselves are removable from the desk.
Excellent. Okay, that's a good start. Are the drawers empty?
Yeah.
Okay. I take the drawers I just like pull them all out of the desk onto the floor.
Jack, what are you doing?
I gotta. Oh,
I lean down.
I gotta
What?
throw stuff.
Jack, you're still telepathic, don't forget.
Oh fuck! I did forget.
But you're scared of using it because they have the same powers.
They can hear it. Yeah, he knows he has my powers. I gotta have something that I can throw.
Okay. I look around. Are there cameras in the room?
Yeah, there's one in the corner.
Okay.
Throw that.
Well, I'm just thinking I want to like smash the drawer so he has multiple things to throw. But like I don't want the camera, they're gonna see it. Can I help you with something?
How many drawers are there?
Just two.
Just two. Okay. I don't know. This is good. This is good. This is good. I don't know what else to do that's not gonna make them come back. Do you think they're going to come
Want
back
them to
if we
come
break
back?
them? No, I don't want them to come back. But do you think they're going to come back if
Okay.
we break them?
I don't know. I mean, we're not supposed to, right? We're breaking something, but are they watching us that much? I don't know, Jack. I don't know anything anymore.
Okay, then let's not break them. Just leave them out.
Okay.
I'll put both of the drawers on top of the desk, kind of making them like easy access.
So the door to your cell is kind of like that glass that you can't really see through. You know what I mean? Like, and
Arts.
you hear a like a buzz on the other side of your door, and it turns clear, and a woman wearing like very calm, gentle clothes. She kind of looks like a Miss Frizzle that's also a librarian, and she's kind of standing on the other side of the door, and you hear through a speaker, "Please don't try and attack me. I know it was very scary how you arrived here, but given your circumstances, this is the safest place for you. And if you let us, we won't keep you in here any longer. You can have your own room and you can play with the other children. But if you attack me, I'm afraid that will be off the table."
You gonna tase me and my friends again?
Again, I do apologize. I know it was very scary when you got here, but those men aren't going to be dealing with you anymore. You'll be dealing with me. You can call
Can
me
I
Miss Kathy.
can I roll subterfuge?
Sure.
Okay. Or
You got 4 successes?
no. Sorry, I just rolled a 4. I only have one die on
Oh.
that. So.
So what are you trying to subterfuge?
Oh no, I was just trying to see if she was lying or not. Sorry.
Oh, that would be yeah. So it would be empathy,
Empathy?
not subterfuge.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh, okay. Cool.
And you would add your composure to it.
Can I do the same?
Sure.
That's better. That is 3 successes.
And what do you Oh, yeah. So with 3 successes, you feel like she's being genuine. She's calm. Like all she's doing is asking you not to attack her. She's not asking you to do anything else. So
Okay. Okay.
she like pushes something on the side of the door and it opens and she was like, "Would you like to go see your friend? Ruby, I
Ruby?
believe her name is."
Yeah.
Is everyone in understanding?
Yes.
I nod my head.
She kind of like goes on her haunches. She's like, "Dell, would you like me to carry you? I know you must be tired."
I'll like put myself between them and kind of push her away. I'll take him.
She straightens up and she goes like a couple feet over, you guys following behind her, and she does the same at Ruby's door. She pushes it. "Ruby, calm down.
How can I cop? Ah!
Look, your friends are here." And she kind of like gestures to the 3 boys.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She.
Like wiping my face.
"Now, Ruby, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told the boys. If you behave, you can move to a much more comfortable room and interact with the other children. But if you attack me, you will stay in here."
I will not attack you.
All right, I'm going to open the door now, but just keep in mind that if you want to stay with the other children and have a normal childhood from here on out, you need to follow the rules.
I understand.
She kind of like pushes some things and the door slides open. "Come
Can
on."
I clock what button she pressed?
You can try.
What would it be?
Let's do wits plus. Let's just do wits plus intelligence, just to see if you straight up remember the number sequence.
Is it artifacts?
No.
Ooh, that's 3 successes.
Okay. You remember the number code. I don't have one in mind, but just know that you know it.
Okay.
But you do realize that she pushed different numbers for your cell.
Okay. And I have an eidetic memory, so I remember forever.
Forever.
You remember the access code for this one cell.
Yep. Perfect.
Forever.
It's gonna come up.
It's his bank pin now, as an adult.
It probably would be, knowing Owen.
As the woman turns to leave and she starts leading you through Ruby, you notice the little girl still standing in the room. And she's kind of like waving at you. She's fine now.
Why is Flora stuck in there? She seems like a rule follower.
Who?
Flora, the girl in my room.
There was no one else in the room with you, sweetie.
Okay.
She kind of like checks a chart. No, you're the only girl that was brought in today. You must have been seeing things. You have gone through a traumatic experience, so that makes sense.
It's been very stressful.
Now, this is usually against the rules, but Ruby, would you like to bunk with your friends?
Yes, please.
All right. But that means everyone needs to follow the rules. Are we understanding? Dell, come with me. You're going to go with the younger children.
I just start shaking my head.
Can you please stay with us?
It's highly irregular.
But we're in a regular group, you just said.
Well, I'll let you stay together tonight. How's that? And then tomorrow we can reassess after you've had some time to acclimate. How's that? Deal? And she holds out a pinky.
To be?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you pinky promised on it, so you better not go back on your word.
She just cast a spell.
Okay.
So she takes you back into like the Victorian part of the house, and she takes you upstairs, and you see several other children kind of milling about. They all kind of like notice you. One little girl gives Ruby the stink eye, like,
Can we get that one more time, Rio?
what?
Can we get that stink eye one more time?
No. You can see it when it is on YouTube. She
Gotta
takes
give.
you to. She takes you guys to a room that has like maybe 4 bunk beds in it. You see 2 other little boys, twins, are already in the room, and they're kind of like playing with Legos on the floor when you're brought in. And she's like, Jim, Jeff, these will be the new children who are joining you. Dell is only staying temporarily because he's a little scared. If you could tell them how great it is to be here at Whispering Pines, like, it would be great. And I'll come back for you when dinner's ready. You're not to leave this room for any reason, and we will know. She kind of points to a camera in a corner. Do I have an understanding? If you leave this room before I come back to get you, it'll be back to the no-no room. Very well. And with that, she turns, closes the door, and you hear it lock.
I'm gonna turn to Owen and ask, what does temporary mean?
It means that we can't be together like this forever. And tomorrow you're gonna have to go away somewhere else. But I'm not gonna let that happen. So it's okay. Kind of give him a little hug and then let him down.
I'll turn to the twins. Where are we?
Whispering Pines.
What's that?
It's like a boarding school. It's kind of
Why is it-
lame, but it's better than where we came from.
Where did you come
Like
from?
X-Men boarding school.
Yeah, it's a lot like the X-Men.
So what can you do?
Nothing. None of the kids can do stuff.
So then how is it like X-Men?
Well,
You
I mean,
just meant the kids staying there.
yeah. Like we were all collected.
But
Some of the teachers can do stuff.
there weren't
What-
as many locks in X-Men or cameras.
Well,
Well, that's because kids.
what can the
Go
teachers do?
Some of them can do really cool stuff, like move stuff with their mind. One of them talks to like stuff that isn't there. There's a guy who can like shrink real small. He's kind of cool. Yeah, and they say that if we finish the program, like we'll probably get cool stuff too. That's why we're here.
But why are all the locks and cameras?
Oh, because kids try and get out all the time, but I wouldn't go.
Why?
The nettle,
If it's
it's the
cool,
nettle hounds.
but if it's cool, why do they want to leave? What are nettle hounds?
I don't know. Some of the older kids talk about them, but apparently, if you leave the school building at night, the nettle hounds get you. So
How long have you been here?
We've been here, Jeff. 3 months. Yeah, 3 months we've been here.
Where'd you come from?
Hmm?
Where'd you
Oh.
come from?
We came from Chicago.
Where are your parents?
Jeff like visibly retreats within himself, and Jim goes, they're not around anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
All our parents died in an explosion.
Nobody said they were dead.
Your parents died in an actual explosion?
No, they're not dead. They're not dead.
So they lived through the explosion like Bruce Willis?
We don't know what happened.
Dad's not
They
dead.
gotta be gone. We wouldn't be here if they were alive, right?
No,
They just don't know where we are. They don't know we're here. They wouldn't
Jack,
know.
they
He
died.
wouldn't. Starting to
They're
get
gone.
like panicky and angry. I'm gonna like make the Legos start to shake and begin to float off of the ground.
Jeff runs to you and puts your hands by your thing and says, don't.
They all drop.
I would go over and like hug you.
Jeff kind of recoils after touching you and goes, don't. If you can do stuff, don't. They'll mark you. Just don't do it.
What do you mean,
I-
hug you?
That girl, she said, I mean, the girl that apparently was not there. I saw a girl. Whatever Miss Frizzle lady said, I don't care. There was a girl in that room, and then she turned into flames. I know that sounds crazy.
Oh, you saw one of the shushes.
What's a shush?
What?
I don't know. Whenever Miss Terry hears any of the kids who aren't there, she shushes them, so we just call them the shushes.
Oh, I think they killed her. She's a ghost or some sort of poltergeist. I saw a movie one time and it was scary.
The marked kids don't die. They're not dead.
Why did she act like she wasn't there though?
Well, because she's a shush. They're like imaginary friends. They don't really exist.
I
But you
started
just said
searching
getting
the room.
marked as bad.
Yeah, you don't want to get marked because then you stop using your cool stuff. That's why Jeff's so scared of it. even though I think he should get marked because then it won't happen again. And Jeff like visibly like kind of like storms off to a corner.
What can Jeff do?
I mean, I guess since you guys have stuff, Jeff sometimes starts fires like with his brain. That's what happened to our parents. That's why he doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I mean, we're in a better place now. I just keep telling him he should let them mark him, and then he won't have to worry about it anymore.
Hmm.
I'm really tired of the sprinklers turning on when we're trying to sleep. I wouldn't
didn't-
sleep on a top bunk.
I
How
didn't
many bunks
kill
are
it.
in this room?
Huh?
How many bunks are in this room?
There's 4 bunk beds, so 8 bunks total.
So I'm just like looking around the room. Is it pretty empty, or are there a lot of belongings?
There's bookshelves, there's children's books, there's toys, there's like 8 little desks throughout the room with like pencils and paper and stuff on it. Like it kind of looks like a boarding school. Like you're meant to like live here and like do your homework and stuff like that.
Is the camera oscillating at all, or is it stuck in one place?
It's stuck in one place, but it's one of those little black domes.
So we don't know what it's looking at.
There is another room in here that leads to a bathroom with just like a toilet in it and a sink.
No camera there.
There is a camera in there as well.
Same black dome.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything on us? On our
Not
persons?
really.
Were we like changed or okay?
You just have your normal clothes. There is a dressers with clothes that would fit you, but your clothes are pretty ragged because you've been in them for like what, a month? We decided.
I start changing, I guess, when I find the clothes. I'll change them out.
Jim gets very concerned and turns away.
It's fine. She does that.
I go grab a children's book and sit down and open it and pretend like I'm reading.
I'll go over and actually read it to Dell.
Owen, as you're reading it, it's about a little boy. It's about a little boy going to boarding school. But on one page, the little boy is named Colin, and then when you get to the next page, the name is changed to Dell. And then you keep
I'll
going.
continue to say Colin.
And as you keep going, the picture changes to look like Dell in the clothes that he's currently wearing.
Then I'll close it. Why don't we try a different one? Colin Dell. And I'll pull this another one.
This one's about a dog going to the supermarket.
Keep reading.
What's
Keep
the
reading.
dog's
From
name?
myself.
On the next page, the dog gets hit by a bus, and there's a very graphic picture of the dog getting hit.
Oh, is that okay? Maybe we don't read right now, Dell.
Okay.
Maybe we do something else. Sorry.
Did you say that your parents are gone?
I kind of look over to my brothers. Yeah, they died, and
No,
the whole town died.
no. Mom died a long time ago. We just don't know where our dad is.
I'm gonna look over at Jack and then back at Owen and say, mine did too.
It's tough, huh? But we just gotta keep going.
The bookshelves shake, and all of the children's books fly out and open to pages all over the ground. and it's just a bunch of like black marks on the pages that spell out all of your names, Jeff and John included, over what would normally be written.
Is this normal?
Kind of sometimes. I told you not to use your powers, Jack.
But it has all our names. It doesn't have my name.
No, but you pulled all the books out.
I didn't
Books
pull all
around
the
here
books
are
out.
weird.
I
Yes,
didn't
you
do that.
did. Stop.
I didn't do that.
When you get marked, then you won't have to do this anymore, and you won't have to lie about it.
I'm gonna
They start
push it.
picking up the books.
I'm gonna
My
just
brother's
shove
not
it.
lying.
I didn't do that.
Don't push me again.
I'll get between them. Jack, it's okay. Jack, it's okay. We need all the friends. It's okay.
The sprinklers suddenly come on as you see Jeff there with his like little fists like steaming as like the fire's being put out. He's like,
Just sinking down to the ground. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
know
I
it.
didn't do that.
I put my hand on your shoulder. I know you didn't. I believe you.
A woman who you haven't seen with very gaunt figures, an older woman, kind of like opens the door and she goes, shh. Not you, children. I'm sorry. Shh. And then any of you who notice, all the books are back to normal. Sorry, children. That must have scared you. Why don't we go and get you cleaned up and get you some clean clothes, huh? Come
Okay.
with
What-
me.
What
I
did-
turn
why are the
I
books
turn to the
gone?
twins and very pointedly, I didn't do that. And then I'll follow her out first.
Should they take you to kind of like a little kind of like locker room shower area where everyone takes showers and somebody helps Dell because he's a little baby, but
I'll help Del.
and then you guys are all given uniforms that match the twins' uniforms that they're wearing, like little boarding school clothes, little ties and stuff. Clip on, of course, but
I'll keep my belt that my dad gave me for a Christmas last year.
they let you. I mean, she doesn't seem that upset about it. And then after that, you guys are brought to kind of like a cafeteria area where you see a bunch of other kids. Some of them wear on their little like pocket squares, they have like a little symbol. And John goes, "Those are the marked kids."
Do they look like particularly upset or?
No, they seem kind of like they're not paying attention. They just kind of seem zoned out.
Okay.
But not like if you talk to them, they talk normal and everything like that. So
But they're
Yeah.
not like engaging actively.
no, they're just kind of like eating quietly to themselves.
They don't look too different.
Maybe they're not.
I don't want to check on them.
What do you
I
mean?
Don't
I wouldn't do it, Jack.
What do you
don't
mean?
do it unless you have to.
Check
I don't mean
on-
anything to you.
Ugh.
We should eat.
Well, it's gonna be a really long time in here if you don't make any friends, Jack.
I have all the friends
We're
that I
his
need.
friends.
Okay. And John and Jeff go and sit at a different table.
They called me a liar.
They just don't know you, Jack.
They seem brainwashed already.
Just ignore them. It's fine.
Is there like a line for a cafeteria kind of thing?
Oh no, somebody brings you food.
Okay. I guess I'll go sit down. Try to find somewhere empty enough for all of us.
What is the age range of these students?
From Dell's age up to 14.
And you said a lot, like hundreds or just dozens?
There's about 50 in this room.
Okay.
It's a rather large room. This is in the new part of the building. Not where the no-no rooms are, but still the newer part of the building. So it looks more like a school cafeteria than a Victorian house.
Are there guards, monitors?
There's teachers, like more of the women all dressed kind of similarly, but like there's no like men anywhere.
All right. Well, we sit down. We eat food.
Guys, what are we gonna do about Dell? I think they're gonna take him away tomorrow.
Well, we're all following the rules so far. So maybe we can just ask. And I mean, he's not that much younger than us. I'm a girl. They put me with you, but they don't want to put someone younger?
They didn't even tell us what the rules are. What if we break
That's
them and we don't even
true.
know?
Yeah.
Is it just don't hit people and that's it?
Don't use your powers.
Don't leave.
I don't know. We're near other kids, I guess.
Well, you guys are at your own table, so everyone's kind of giving you guys your space. Like no one sat down with you.
But they all are acting normally as normal kids would, except for the marked, which are slightly off.
The marked all kind of sit together and like just gently converse, but like everyone else is like, even some kids are like flinging things at each other, and teachers go, "Hey, stop it!" You know what I mean? Like they just seem like normal kids.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Miss Terry comes over. Yes.
I'm sorry. Miss Kathy told us not to break the rules, but nobody told us what they are, and we want to make sure that we don't break them.
Were you homeschooled?
No.
So you went to a normal big boy school?
Yes.
What were the rules there? Did you know every single one?
No.
Well, then I'm pretty sure you can figure out what you're not supposed to do.
Well, some of the teachers had signs in their rooms.
When you get to your classroom, there'll be signs in the room for that classroom. But as of right now, you're allowed to eat your lunch. After this, we'll go to the playground, and then it will be some time to do homework. You guys are new, so you won't have any homework yet. Stay in your rooms, and don't leave the building at night. All
Okay.
normal rules you would have had at your house. I mean, your parents didn't let you just run around in the middle of the night, did they?
Kinda.
No.
I burst out crying thinking of my parents.
I know it's hard, sweetie, but this is your home now.
But why?
Can I get you guys anything special? Do you guys want some cake? I'm not supposed to give cake to first dayers, but I could do it for you.
No, thank you.
Okay. Dell, do you want some cake?
Yes, please.
Ice cream or chocolate?
Chocolate.
All right. She goes to get cake.
Rio, if you trick me as a 5-year-old, I'm going to be so upset.
Trick you about what? This
If they were
nice,
to poison us.
if
this
this cake
nice old lady giving you cake? What could possibly go wrong?
What?
This is World of
could go
Darkness.
wrong?
Many
And
things.
then she eats you. You know, that'll
Just fattening you
chestnut.
up.
A moment on the lips.
She comes back with like 3 pieces of cake and just kind of puts them down with 5 forks and kind of winks at Ruby, and then she walks away.
I grab one of the pieces and I immediately slide it to Owen, and I slide one over to. I like push it towards Ruby, and then I see everybody else, and I kind of like just struggle with where to put it.
I push it to the middle and then just say we can all share it.
I look down at mine and push it more towards the middle too.
I push mine, yeah, and then I don't have any cake.
First dayers aren't supposed to have cakes. That sounds like a rule.
I already have
She
a bite.
winked at me. Why?
She said
I'm
she'd
gonna-
let us break it, though.
Push my food around my plate for a while and pick at it and then just kind of sit back and pout.
Towards the end of lunchtime, a little bit older girl, maybe like 13, kind of walks up to your table, looks straight into your eyes, Ruby, and goes, "You'll hang out with us at lunch, at recess."
Thank you for that kind invitation, but I'm okay.
You'll feel better if you run with us.
Mm.
All right. Maybe
These-
I'll find you.
Your
What's
friends,
your name?
I mean, the teachers here call me Jessica, but
But
Okay, where should I meet you?
we'll find you. And she kind of like walks away.
Did she have
That
a marked mark?
And she did not know. But Ruby, you did kind of get a sense of several of your family members from her. That same kind of like attitude and that same kind of like feeling from her.
expectation of obedience, sure.
Pack mentality.
Guys, okay, maybe she'll find me. I'm sure she will. Okay, but I just remembered that guy outside of the van. He was like humming, like that other guy.
no, we don't talk about that.
Other- But what if it was him? This all is so crazy.
No.
What was the tune?
I don't.
Have an eidetic memory. I will sing it back.
It's Fly Me to the Moon.
I get very upset.
It's okay. It's okay. We're together. At least we're together. We can figure this out.
That guy killed people.
We shot him in the head with a shotgun.
What does he want with us? In our town.
I guess
What did he
because
do?
we're special.
We're marked.
Not yet.
Flora said we don't want to be. Whatever it means.
Miss Kathy said we
I wonder
wouldn't
if
see
they
them
tell
again.
us. Yeah. I don't get it.
So
can't-
after, okay, go ahead.
Oh, I can't do anything.
After lunch is over, they take you out to like a pretty sweet playground. Like it has one of those giant pirate ship jungle gyms that's made out of like real wood. And it has like a crap ton of swing sets, like a huge sandbox, and like there's a tree house near the tree line. And you see a lot of kids following around one particular male teacher who finally goes, "Okay, okay," and they all sit down in a circle. And then you see all the kids like laughing and giggling. Very soon into stepping outside, Jessica approaches you with 3 other girls, and she goes, "What's your name?"
Ruby,
"Come on, Ruby. Let's run."
can my friends come?
"No."
Okay. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna be back.
Okay.
Let's,
Be
Don't-
careful.
Be safe.
I think we're all in agreement that we're gonna play by the rules for now.
Yes.
Okay. I'll see you later. And I go with them.
They take you closer to the tree line, and they kind of go, "The cameras can't see past the bushes, but they let us come out here because they know it makes us feel better. You want to see
you
something?"
guys, are you werewolves?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that why you're here? Where's your pack?
died.
I think all my family died too.
Then you're one of us. You're a ghost wolf now. She kind of puts her hand out to shake it.
I shake her. What are the other girls' names?
I'm Jessica. That's Madison. And this is Moon. Her parents weren't creative.
So, okay, do you guys shift too? Or do you wait
Moon
until
goes, only Jessica can because she's old enough, but the rest of us can't. I saw my mom do it once, though.
That's pretty wild. Well, thank you for telling me.
Do you want to join our pack?
Only if my friends can come.
Your friends aren't like us. They're just normies. They wouldn't
I know.
understand.
I like them anyway, though.
Ugh. Well, why don't you just go play with your normie friends then? And when you get bored of that, you can come and run with us. And with that, she literally shifts into a wolf, and like they go running off into the woods.
Well, that could have gone worse. I return to the boys.
Yeah.
They're wolves. Crazy.
Okay.
They're wolves.
No, not yet, but I think they're gonna get there. One of them's already shifting, but oh wait, would they not know this stuff yet?
I mean, it's kind of something that like you know because your family has been not as tight-lipped as they should have been when they argued about stuff. But even you don't really know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like neither of your moms shifted, so this is like your first kind of confirmation that you might be like them.
Okay. Okay, so maybe I didn't say that, but I'm like, they were okay.
Were they mean?
No, they were okay. I think that they really want to stick together, and that was, without you guys, I didn't want to do that, I guess.
I'll go swing on a swing close to my friends.
Is there another swing open? Because I think I would love to go swing.
I'll push Dell.
There's
I
even
start
one of
running
those-
in between you guys.
There's even one of those swings that has like the little seat so that you don't fall out of it. Do you guys put
How
Dell in
old
that?
is Dell?
Five. He's not that
Yeah,
little.
he can
He's
handle.
not
He can handle a
that
swing.
I can swing myself.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps to be pushed, but
Like, no, I'll push you, but you don't need to be in one of the like special
The little
ones.
baby
Yeah.
ones.
yeah.
I'm just saying, if you guys wanted to treat him like a baby, you could. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Well,
So
no,
if they
he needs
can
to
be,
grow up quick.
Yeah, he's got to grow up fast.
He
so
definitely is. Don't worry.
if they can be weird, why can't I be weird?
I don't know. I think it has something to do with this marked process. We got to talk to some of those marked people, figure it out what it is.
She wasn't marked though, right?
Oh, Jessica? No, she
Yeah.
wasn't. So she seemed normal.
I'm gonna look around the playground and see if I can find some of the marked kids.
The marked kids, several of them are like reading. Some of them are like sitting, talking. One of them is kind of like half on the swing. You know that thing where you sit on the swing, you just kind of like move back and forth.
My favorite pastime. Is that one like anywhere relatively near us?
It's just on the other side of the swing set. She could probably hear what you guys are talking about.
I look at her and say, hi, my name's Clay.
Hello,
What's your name?
Julia. My name's Julia.
As I'm swinging back and forth, I'm Dell. But like in a baby, or not a baby voice, but in a childlike wonder voice, because the swing's to a 5-year-old.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What's that thing on your shirt mean?
It means that I've gotten the mark.
What does that mean?
It means that they're helping me control the things that went bad before.
So they're not mad at you?
No, I was not being able to sleep at night because I have these really terrible dreams before I got the mark, and they would always come true, and it was really scary. And sometimes there'd be people I don't know, but now that I have the mark, I don't have them anymore.
How did they stop them?
They didn't stop them. It's just now I can control it better. Does that make sense? So sometimes if I want to know what's for lunch tomorrow, I just let myself know and I have a dream. So they're not gone, just easier to control.
Well, that seems helpful.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to have dreams then?
I mean, I'm not really supposed to, but I do sometimes. Sometimes Mr. Ambrose asks me to have them on purpose. Like he has me fall asleep and then he has me describe what I see when I wake up. So he's helping me understand them better.
It's Mr. Ambrose.
She points at the guy sitting with the other children. That's Mr. Ambrose. If you
Does
guys
he-
ever get a chance, you should go and spend recess with Mr. Ambrose. He does the coolest stuff.
Like what?
So it's hard to explain, but you play like pretend, but it's all real. Like if you pretend have a tea party, you can taste the tea and see stuff. Don't worry, Mr. Ambrose will come and talk to you. He has to because he's the school therapist. So if you guys had as bad a time as the rest of us did, you're going to have to see Mr. Ambrose.
Hmm.
Why are you worried? Go ahead.
Did the marking process hurt? What did they do to you?
I don't know. I was asleep. And now I have to wear this to indicate that I've been marked.
Do they just mark anybody if you volunteer, or do you have to do something special?
Your powers have to be a problem. Some of the kids don't get marks because they have pretty good control, but others are more dangerous. That's why some of the kids who have powers, they kind of keep it to themselves because they don't want to get marked, but it's really not scary. I don't know. Everyone kind of treats us like we're tattletales, but we're not. If there's nothing else, I'm gonna go um, see if Mr. Ambrose has room.
Okay. Thanks
Uh,
for talking to us.
Nice
Of
to meet
course.
you.
You as well. She kind of like walks over to Mr. Ambrose and sits down in a circle.
So I don't
It's-
understand why we're here. I know Jack is special, but I don't think any of the rest of us can do anything.
I don't know.
It's so hard not to just reach out. I think Jack's probably been really quiet and tense, just fighting so hard not to accidentally do it.
So nothing else to playtime? So that night, you guys are just in your room with your bathroom. Jeff and Jim don't really talk to you guys anymore because you guys snubbed them and they're waiting for you to apologize.
oh,
Fuck them.
He called me
we
a liar.
should make allies.
I like that. I liked Julia. She was nice.
And then the next day, like you're waking up, you go back to the lunchroom for breakfast, and then you literally sit through what is just school. You know, Jack, you sit with your family, but Dell, you do go to kind of like a kindergarten kind of situation. And then at lunchtime, you guys meet back up. Everything seems perfectly normal. Anything you guys are doing or looking for? Or...
Anything weird?
I mean, there's plenty of weird kids, but like no more than a normal elementary school.
Do I see anybody doing what I do?
Like picking stuff up?
Yeah.
No, you never see anyone using any of their powers.
I would like to present with everybody the picture that I drew in class that morning.
What is it of?
It's a very crude drawing of a car.
Oh.
It's crayon, but
Yeah, that looks good. I mean, it's missing a wheel, but it looks
Oh,
good.
the wheel fell off. But thank you.
Wow.
It's really good.
And you have this weird like line between the ground and the sky, and those meet, but it's okay. I mean, it looks good.
Should we go sit with Mr. Ambrose?
Sure.
Yeah, we should check him out.
Okay. Just so we.
So you guys.
Yeah.
So you guys go to the playground. Jessica approaches you again, Ruby. You ready yet?
Not yet.
Okay. We're gonna go hunt rabbits.
Be very quiet.
That sounds messy. Good luck.
We don't kill them, we just catch them.
Oh, well, that's nice.
She kind of rolls her eyes and walks away from you.
Oh,
There's already kind of like a small crowd around Mr. Ambrose when you approach him, but he sees that he doesn't recognize you and goes, "Hello, children. I'm Mr. Ambrose."
Hi, Mr. Ambrose.
I assume you've heard about our pretend games from some of the other kids.
Yeah.
Julia said you'd need to talk to us because we were new.
Yeah, but that won't be until the end of the week. We like you guys to get used to the routine here before we start drudging up anything negative. What would you guys like to play pretend today? I'm only going to play with you guys. And all the other kids are like visibly upset at you and kind of like disperse. Anything you want. Anything you can imagine.
Hot chocolate.
Okay. Sit down.
Sit down very happily, actually.
So Ambrose goes, close your eyes.
I do.
Do you all close your eyes?
Yeah, but I sit down right next to Dell.
I don't close my eyes.
So for those of you who close your eyes, suddenly you're standing on what looks to be like a chocolate moon. And there's like stars everywhere, and you can see the Earth in the distance. And Mr. Ambrose reaches down and hands you a chunk of moon rock, Dell.
I light up and I just try to take a huge bite out of it.
It tastes like chocolate.
I'm gonna start humming.
loudly smacking my lips.
What are you humming?
We're on a chocolate moon.
Oh,
Fly me to the moon.
All right, kids, what next?
No reaction.
Ruby,
Can you
like-
show us our parents?
I can, but I don't know if that would make you feel better. Because you know they won't be real, Ruby. This is just pretend.
Yeah, I guess not.
How do you feel about unicorns?
Ew.
I'm talking to Ruby, Clay.
I mean, a unicorn's pretty cool, I guess.
And suddenly there's a unicorn walking up to you. Its beautiful rainbow mane shaking in the wind, and it kind of like kneels down.
I get on it.
You go running off across the chocolate moonscape on the back of a unicorn. Owen, do you get tempted seeing Ruby and everyone so happy? Do you close your eyes?
I want you to show me What happened to Miss Trigardis?
Who?
Never mind.
Okay. So you guys hang out with Mr. Ambrose for the rest of, unless somebody wants to do something else during this time.
I think after the unicorn, I would have gotten up and said thank you and then walked over to the swings.
You guys kind of tell me what you want to do because like time will pass because it's pretty monotonous.
He didn't react to the humming at all, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and go walk over to the swings because I don't like it. I don't like having somebody else in my brain.
Oh, that high horse sure sounds nice.
I've had other scary supernatural entities in my brain before. It doesn't feel good.
I mean, I don't really know what there is to do at this school, so I can't really like.
Well, I mean, like if you guys like, so that night we like meet and like talk plans or like otherwise I'll just move to the next story event if you guys just go through the motions.
I mean, I assume that Owen would probably want to talk with his brothers and it would be about trying to escape.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys
Okay.
want to talk about it, like just tell me when.
Yeah. So I guess like maybe a weekend or so that we like sit down together.
After we go back to class, after lunch and recess, I finish my drawing, and then that night I show it to everybody.
How did you finish it? What did you add?
I added 2 people laying on the line underneath the car on either side of the car. They're stick figures.
Oh, you fucked up.
What is that?
Those are my parents. That's mommy and daddy.
Oh, Del. It's a good painting, good drawing. Yeah, maybe we'll take that and I'll put it somewhere, but then we can find it later.
So Owen, you take the picture.
Mm-hmm.
As you take the picture, you just know that these aren't his parents. And you look back down at the picture and they're distinctly wearing Miriam and Wendy's clothes.
I will fold the picture and put it in my pocket. I'll just keep this for later.
Okay, so are Jim and Jeff near?
John and Jeff, yeah. Oh no, yeah, Jim and Jeff, yeah.
Are they here?
Yeah.
JJ.
Jim.
So we kind of like get everybody in the corner away from them, I guess, as far away from them as we can get.
Super inconspicuous.
Do we want to try and talk about this somewhere else? I don't
Maybe
know.
like
Is the door locked?
recess or something.
Your bedroom door is no longer locked.
Oh.
Oh.
But we're not supposed to go outside at night.
Not supposed to leave the building at night.
Okay,
I mean,
so
you're not really supposed to be in the halls at night either, and you know that, but
okay, so maybe I take us to a window that faces those woods area that those girls showed me.
okay.
And I point, like, okay, so those girls said that there was no cameras out there
But
in that spot.
Can I get wits plus composures from everyone? Which is just a perception check, that's all.
My best one.
Dude, didn't they say that there's some kind of needle dogs out there?
Nettle hounds.
No,
I'm just waiting on everybody else.
2
Is that
successes.
3, Hank? Okay, Clay, you see several shapes moving, and as she's tapping on the glass, you see them turn, and you see like 6 red eyes as they like merge back into the tree line.
I don't think we should go out there.
I mean, not tonight, but eventually maybe that's where we can go.
There's something out there.
We gotta get out of here, right? We can't stay here. This is some sort of facility. I don't know.
Where are we gonna go?
I don't know. You're right. Where would we go?
I mean, maybe we should just. I mean, it didn't seem like being marked was that big of a deal. Maybe that's.
You
what we
think I should
do.
get marked?
I don't know.
I only think they do it if you can't control your powers, though. Right?
I haven't used them in a week.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I'll look around. I know the password to your cell, Ruby, that you were in. I don't know if that'll help us at all.
I mean, we could try and talk to Flora again. If that's like where she lives when she's not existing or whatever it is. These
Do you think
shifts.
she can help us get out?
I don't know, but she's the one that told me not to get marked. So I wonder if she knows more.
I know we'll get in a lot of trouble if we use it, though, probably. But we could ask her.
Ask me what?
Oh,
And you turn over and you see Flora sitting with Jeff. She kind of has like a hand on him.
what does Jeff look like?
He's asleep.
Why?
We're not in the room. Yeah.
Huh?
We're not in the room.
Well, where'd you guys
No, we
go?
are.
I'm sorry. I thought you
We
guys
were
were
at a
looking
window.
out
We were at a window in the room that faced the forest, I think.
Yeah.
We talked about leaving the room, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I had intended that we left the room to go to that window, but I didn't know that our window
Oh, okay.
looked
Your
at
Face the
window,
woods.
same place.
Okay.
Oh, my
Because I
bad.
was trying to get away from the twinners, but
Mhm.
whatever.
They're
We can be in the
asleep, so-
room. It's fine.
Twinsies.
The twins are asleep. I assumed you guys would wait for them to fall asleep, but
Okay, Flora's here now. That's okay. Whoa. Okay, so we have so many questions.
hi, Ruby.
Hi. Do we still have
We
to
see her?
whisper?
Whisper.
Well, you said not to yell that one time, but
I don't like it when you're loud.
okay, I'll try not to be loud. Okay, so thank you for appearing, and we wanted to know why we shouldn't get marked.
Don't get marked.
But like, why?
Don't get marked.
Is it hurt us?
And she starts screaming as the black returns, and then she bursts into flames, and Jeff's bed just goes up.
What? Is he the guy that was like, ooh, he was trying to control himself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So Jeff wakes up, his like clothes on fire. He goes, ah, 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 and the sprinklers start coming on and douse the room.
no. I scared you, and that's why you lost control. I'm so sorry.
I was just having a bad dream. I was just dreaming about my sister. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Are you okay? Who was your sister?
Her name was Flora.
What happened to her?
Oh, she graduated. She got marked, and then she went to a normal school.
Do you like talk to her?
I see her in my dreams sometimes. I dream that she's sitting with me, you know? But that's pretty normal. That's what Mr. Ambrose says.
She made fires too?
Yeah. Our mom, too. At least I don't wet the bed.
Well, I mean, technically you do.
Well, that's what they put the plastic underneath the sheets. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm sorry about your sister.
Mr. Ambrose wearing like old man pajamas kind of like comes into the room and like pushes like the button to make the sprinklers stop. Is everything okay?
Jeff had a bad dream.
Jeff, what was it this time? Do you want to talk about it? He kind of like nods his head and walks over to Mr. Ambrose and like hugs his midsection. And he goes like, "Okay, come on. Let's go get you something sweet. Uh kids, I'm going to have the cleaning crew come in and change all the linens and stuff. Do you want to sit down in the cafeteria, change clothes? The dressers are water sealed, so your clothes should be fine."
Oh, okay.
And like 3-4 minutes later, like two cleaning ladies come in and they start like stripping all the wet stuff. John blearily like gets up and walks towards the cafeteria. Jim. Why do I keep thinking his name is John? It's Jim.
I will nudge Owen and go, "Don't take the top bunk." And then follow them down to the cafeteria.
Oh, don't
Sure,
get
I'm
marked.
Pray I
Jack,
took one.
Jack, don't get marked. Whatever you do, don't use your powers. Don't get marked.
Jack, you feel when you're in the cafeteria, you feel something kind of like knocking on your mind. Like something's reaching out to you.
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Just gonna totally ignore it.
All right, so you wait for everything to be clean and go back to your room and go back to sleep. You have Mr. Ambrose tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's the day?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We just saw somebody burst into flames after telling us not to get marked. I can't get caught now.
But what if it's another child desperately trying to help you escape?
And somebody else will look at it.
what if it's not?
At least get some beats if you're gonna do it.
I'm open to giving you an adult beat.
If I let it in.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Do we not
Okay.
get beats as kids?
I won't say
Not really.
anything. I won't say anything to it, but I will open to it.
You immediately feel a sense of calm. And you hear kind of like a lullaby that you don't really know. But that's all it is. It's just this gentle, calming presence and a lullaby. But it's definitely female.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay. And I can't get any sort of like directional sense from this feeling.
If you move your head, the music becomes clearer and louder in like certain directions, so you feel like you could follow the song.
We're not alone in the cafeteria though, right?
No, it's you guys and Jim. And
I'm
probably
gonna-
some kitchen worker cleaning the kitchen or something.
I am going to try and follow the sound, but I'm not going to leave the cafeteria if I reach a point that would be a wall or something.
The sound gets much louder as you walk towards the new section, you know, like deeper into the new section and down. So whatever it is, it's underneath you.
Okay.
And it's as simple as just pushing it out. Like it's not invading, you know what I mean? Like you can just close it out again.
I will make like a loop. So I'll try to like walk to the door and then try to walk around and back around to the other side and then over here.
It's definitely that corner and down.
I'll walk
and also,
back
do any of you say anything as Jack just starts walking around going like this?
I think he's really tired.
I'll shut it off.
Are you okay, Jack?
How? There's Jim's still with us though.
But Jim already knows you have powers.
There was some weird singing. It was coming from where we were before, but down.
I thought you weren't using your powers.
I wasn't. I didn't. It reached out. I just listened.
Do you think
I
it
didn't
wants
say
your
anything.
help?
He didn't say
Do
anything.
you tell them? Do you tell them the words of the song?
Do I know the words?
You've been listening on it to repeat for like 5 minutes.
For some reason, I thought it was a I thought it was just a melody. But yeah, if I know the words, definitely.
Clay and Owen, that is the lullaby your mom sang to you every night when you were little. And it's one that she made up because it has like your names in it and stuff.
I'm like, Jack isn't old enough to remember this.
No, Jack, your
What's
mom
my life?
died when Jack was
That's right.
little.
That's right. Wait, someone singing it? No. That's Mom's song.
Is it Mom? Clay, is it Mom?
I mean, that's her song. Jack, where is this coming from?
I'll point to the doors. If I open up again, is it still there?
Mm-hmm.
She's still singing.
Can you do that thing where you talk to us too with it?
Is it safe?
I don't know.
I'll see if I can give it to both of them as it comes in.
You guys recognize your mother's singing voice.
I just sit down right on my ass where I am and start crying.
Is it Mom?
Yeah.
Del, as all the older kids are being super weird, you're kind of like zoning out and looking around, and you notice being drawn on the wall in green finger paint is a word that points towards the kitchen.
We're in our room still right now?
No, you're in the cafeteria.
That's right.
I'm gonna hit Clay or Owen, whoever's sitting next to me.
What? Del, what?
What does that say?
I'll look at it.
It says escape.
It says escape.
And it's same doors that the music's coming from?
It's leading towards the kitchen.
Where's the music
And
coming
the other
from?
one's coming from
Below
the
you.
The other one's coming from the prison.
Below.
Below the prison.
Should we go?
Go where?
Look at the sign. Maybe someone's trying to help us. Maybe it's Mom trying to help us.
Jim kind of looks at it and goes, "That's just a shush. I'd just ignore it. It'll be gone. If you blink real hard, it goes."
Shut up, Jim. Should we go?
I'm ready
Yeah.
to get out of here.
Yeah.
It's a trick. They're trying to make us break a rule.
I'm going.
Don't worry, Jack. I'll stay with you. Once they get in trouble for following the shush, they'll learn.
Can you ask Mom something?
Yeah, I can try. I don't know if she can hear me back.
Ask her if we should follow the sign.
I'll try and reach back to the music and ask, do you want us
You
to
just
follow the
hear-
sign?
You can kind of hear like a whispery, kind of breathy, like somebody who's like very, very tired go, "Who is this? You're not
Jack?
father." "Jack. I had a son named Jack."
Mom?
"I'm no one's mother anymore." "Well, no one."
Owen and Clay and Jack are here.
"Yes, they're always here, deep in my mind. It's where I keep them safe. They died. Giant fiery explosion. Boom, like a halo. Like the Alice in Wonderland. Mushroom made of smoke." And then their
She's
presence is gone.
she said that we died, but it has to be Mom. It has to be Mom. She knows all of our names. We can't leave if she's trapped here.
Okay, then we have to find a way to get her. What? So is the door locked towards the voice?
Towards the door that says escape?
No, towards the voice.
I mean, so the voice is underneath you. There's no door leading towards it.
But we can go in that direction, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
so is
through the
that-
kitchen.
Okay,
The escape arrow points towards that.
towards the voice. Okay.
Okay. Let's go down.
Yeah.
So you guys go to the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Are there
you see several green handprints above kind of like this big kind of square mesh in the wall. They match the escape sign.
I guess we follow the hands. It's the same color, right?
Yeah.
Can we like pull the grate off?
Yeah. You feel like the screws are in there, but like they just pull out of the wall. Like they're like stripped.
Pull it out.
There's a
it
large
back
kind of
behind
like
us.
duct. Who's
What's the
all
duct?
going?
I follow. Yeah.
Oh, I would drag Dell if he doesn't come because we're here protecting him. Like,
Fair.
not leaving him with Jeff and Jim. God forbid.
Bitches.
Those
So-
two assholes.
So as you move down the duct, which is perfectly sized for both Jack and Dell, but the rest of you kind of have to like army crawl through it. There's like light coming from several of the vents. You know what I mean? Because you're in the more used at night section. Because like there's all like the exam rooms. You can look down into some of like the prison rooms as you move, and then you start noticeably descending, like at an incline. And then all of the vents on the side suddenly go black. So you're plunged into darkness. And who went first?
I probably did.
I'll be second.
Okay. So Clay, as you're slowly sliding down this thing, you suddenly see down at the bottom red eyes popping up, and you see these giant toothy mouths start to smile. And even in the darkness, you can see darker hands start to reach out towards you as you slide towards it. And that's where we'll end our session.
Fuck nope.
I'm stressed.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. If you're watching our other videos, you know we are on Patreon. We would love your support. You can follow the link below. Apparently, Jake is going to start doing Twitter for us since he's young. I resent it, but I'm okay with it. And also join us on Facebook. We never post Chronicles of Darkness memes, but I think it's because everyone's too traumatized when I'm done.
They're like hard to make too, though.
Challenge
how do you-
accepted.
How do you make a traumatizing meme out of Chronicles of Darkness?
I just feel like the number of depression memes you have made, Hank, you would find a way.
That's challenge accepted. We'll figure something out. Jake, you and I gotta get on this.
We can do it.
All right.
All right, but thank you for tuning in. I know Innocence is a bit weird because it doesn't play like normal D&D, but
It's
or
creepy.
even normal Chronicles of Darkness, really. If you are a Patreon, jump over. I have a lot of side stuff to answer, I'm sure, because after Chronicles of Darkness, I usually get a lot of what the hell. So, and as a little bit of a teaser, I will be answering more questions than usual. So, join us for the after party.
Okay.
And we'll come up with a tagline.
Eventually.
Eventually.